Well, tonight, major questions still remain over who left cocaine at the White House and whether the Secret Service will be able to figure it out before they close the investigation. This all unfolded Sunday night in the lobby of the West Wing when President Biden and his family were at Camp David. NewsNation D.C. correspondent Joe Khalil has been following this since the very beginning. So, Joe, you're learning from your sources that the cocaine was found in a different location than previously reported. So does that change anything here?
Different area of the West Wing may not necessarily change anything, Kelly, but what it does is give us more insight into how many people are coming into that entrance and what kinds of people are coming in to that area. Now, the new details are that it was the West Executive door closest to where this cocaine was found. You've got staff coming in and out of that door all the time from the building right across the street. You've also got some VIP guests whenever they are here at the White House. Often they are brought in through that entrance as well. It is a very highly trafficked area, which means it's going to be that much harder for Secret Service to do their investigation. The Secret Service continuing to work through its unprecedented investigation, trying to figure out who brought cocaine into the West Wing of the White House and how they got it through security protocol.
We have confidence that the Secret Service is going to get to the bottom of this.
White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre remaining mostly tight-lipped, referring most questions to the Secret Service. But Jean-Pierre did add this as speculation grows over whether the responsible party was a guest on a tour or potentially White House staff.
The White House is subject to rigorous guidelines that include drug testing, and so we will take any action that is appropriate and warranted pending the outcome of the Secret Service.
It certainly takes a lot of nerve to, one, introduce something like this into a very secure complex.
Retired Secret Service agent Charles Marino, who served on the Presidential Protective Division, tells NewsNation he doesn't think it's possible the cocaine could have gone undetected for very long. Whoever it belonged to, Marino believes, was likely there shortly before it was found.
Which gives the Secret Service a leg up because they will have some type of a time frame to look through what White House pass holders, some press people, whoever else came through that West Wing.
NewsNation has confirmed the cocaine was left in an area where guests are asked to leave their electronics before proceeding further into the West Wing, an area near the West Executive doors, one the press secretary called, quote, heavily trafficked.
We have a yellow bar stating cocaine, hydrochloride.
This recording from Sunday, the moment D.C. Fire identified the substance as cocaine. The incident forced a short White House evacuation. President Biden's Republican rivals, Ron DeSantis and former President Trump, taking swipes at him over the episode. And now questions remain as to whether the White House is vulnerable to other, more dangerous substances slipping through the cracks. And Kelly, a source close to the investigation within law enforcement tells us they expect that the whole investigation could be wrapped up as early as sometime in the beginning of next week. But people may be disappointed to hear that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to actually have a name for who is responsible for this. Kelly.
All right. We know you'll stay on it. Joe Khalil, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.